Um, see, this Nigerian people, man, these guys, man. Um, I don't want to hear anybody say anything about, oh, the boys can hold their head up high. They were so close. They were so close. Look, for me, South Korea, they deserve to even win that match. How do you go 1-0 up, be celebrating, be like that, and then you just give away two free kicks like that, and you defend like if you're in nursery school? Even a 5-year-old child will be like, how do you defend like that when you're defending from a free kick like that? How? You know? And I told you that it is extreme indiscipline. It is just extreme indiscipline. You're looking at that match. I told you again, man. The only people that can hold their head up high in this thing is Kalu, Uche, and Eyama. Eyama and Uche, those are the people that can hold their head up high. For me, I still feel like if Odenwenge and Odenwenge should have come on instead of Obasic. I don't even know why he's not starting. But you're looking at those guys, man. Okay, yes. First out, they were playing well. Chidi Odea. It's actually probably one of the best matches he's had because he has had very two poor performances in the two previous matches. But in this match, he played very well, and the guy is very skillful. Like he showed it in the Nations Cup like quite some time ago. That the guy is skillful. I think the 06 Nations Cup. I think the guy is skillful, but obviously first half they were playing well. And for me, Kano, he surprised me because I've been the trials of Kano being inside, but he surprised me because he did play well. But he's not a 90-minute. He's not a 90-minute man. That's the thing. But these people are paid because I was talking to my Nigerian associates. These people are paid about 70-80 grand a week, and you're paid 70-80 grand a week to put the ball in the net. You give that chance that Yakubu had to any of those South Korean boys, they will not miss. They will not miss. I promise you. You give that to any of those South Korean guys, they will not miss. And I'm going to talk about that miss. Looking at this match, I already knew from the get-go that I felt that South Korea would actually win this match. Just that Nigeria were lucky with that to be getting that penalty in the end. But the South Korean guys, even when they went 1-0 down, just like, look, man, these guys are going to make mistakes because they started the match against Greece, and they just knew that these guys are going to make a mistake. And they know that these guys in defense, they're very indisciplined in defense. So South Korea, they knew that they have the energy and they're a lot more fitter than Nigeria. So they just kept on going. And you're just looking at this team, man, and from that's what I mean. That miss is like, first of all, it's harder to miss it than to score it. It's actually harder to miss. It's quite hard to miss. He was 3 yards out, and it was an open goal because Obasi's miss for against Greece was like, okay, he was running for a long time, and the ball came at him after Yakubu had shot, so it was still a bad miss. But you can understand that kind of thing. This miss is inexplicable. It's an inexplicable miss, and it doesn't come from, oh, it was unlucky, it happens. No, it comes from a man who thinks that he's doing me a favor playing for Nigeria, because again, he missed another thing like this when Nigeria played Kenya in that final qualifying match. But it's shocking, and if you're going to miss like that, you don't deserve to go through. You don't deserve to go through. Like the chances that Nigeria had, if you're going to miss those chances, you do not deserve to be in this World Cup, and you do not deserve to go through. So Nigeria will now go through and they'll play Uruguay. You think Uruguay will give away those chances, and you think Uruguay will have Messi. You think Forlan and Suarez will have Messi on a defense? The problems run deeper. The problems are deeper than Mr. Sani Keita. Okay, he cannot be blamed. This is a bigger problem. You look at that match again. Okay, they were playing right and everything else, but don't be fooled. Where gone are the days of Okocha, Siasia, Wilson Oruma, Sunday Olise, Finidi George on the wing. Gone are those days where we had creative people. Each of those individuals, they were like an engine, and they created something, which meant that Nigeria they were like a dangerous team. I'm looking at that team, even when we were 1-0 up and playing. Yes, we're playing good football, but I was like, these guys aren't world beaters. They're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. And I just knew that, look, man, okay, you can play like this now, but can you keep it up for 90 minutes? That's the thing. And South Korea just knew that, okay, let these guys play like this. When we get a chance, we're going to take a chance. And that's what South Korea did. They took their chances. They took their chances. They took their chances, and Nigeria just didn't take their chances. And the team that take their chances deserved to go through. Because it would have been a farce if South Korea had not gotten through. It would have been a farce. But look. I mean, for me, I wanted Nigeria to finish with 0 points, because then 0 points, 100% embarrassment, and then things must change. Then there will be a forced change. But look at this now. Slave mentality. They're obsessed with getting a white coach and believing that a white man can do a better job than their own people, aka Samson Siasia or Eguavon. So it's because of their slave mentality, which means that Nigeria will now wallow in their rubbish. That's what's going to happen. And now you look at Nigeria, they have performed the worst out of all of the African teams. They have performed the worst. Algeria, look at that, man. They played well and they held England, and Algeria played better than England in that match. And look at Cameroon. They were unlucky against Denmark. They were very unlucky against Denmark, and they should have at least drawn that match with the amount of chances they created through the whole 90 minutes. But they played better. But you look at even South Africa. They played well. South Africa, they played well. They were just unlucky in that Uruguay game. And then you look at Nigeria, look at how badly they played in those first two matches. The Nigeria of old, they would have played Argentina. Especially if you put in home-based players, they would have played Argentina and they would have beaten them. Look, man, I mean, I told you, these problems, they run deep, and it is about the people who organize these things. They want to be in control, and they can't be in control if they bring in someone like Samson Siasia. If Samson Siasia comes in like that, he's going to come in with his own thing, and they can't control him. But a foreigner who comes in, and says all this stuff, is like, I said it from the beginning. Yakubu shouldn't be in this team, shouldn't have even been picked. How is Yakubu playing instead of Martins, when it was Martins' goal that even got Nigeria to this cup? How is Yakubu put ahead of Martins? That is why, for this Nigerian guys, man, I'm glad they're out. Get them out. Get them out. I don't want to see those players around, And I'll be very surprised if Yakubu has the goal to put in a Nigerian shirt. Okay, yes, fine. You scored the penalty, so what? It's a penalty. You should score a penalty. But you're a striker. You can't score from 3 yards out. Come on. It's inexcusable. It's inexcusable. It's inexcusable. And with the chances had, look, man, I do not blame Enyama for that second goal. Okay, him and Uche, they're the only guys that can hold their head up high. He did well in this match, but for this whole tournament, Uche and Enyama are the only guys that can hold their head up high. I mean, South Korea, well done. Well done for South Korea. They played well. They did what they did. For Nigeria, it's disgraceful. 1 point, it's disgraceful.